T-minus 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Welcome and a typical Thunderbird's late. Couldn't get the
Very
rocket started. We lit the brew taps paper, it didn't work. Right, how is everyone?
We're here.
I'm all right now.
Terry's a nomad. Or
I'm a nomad. Yeah.
Or a damno. Damon.
Damon. I'm a damon. Yeah.
Damon.
Oh, it did rain last night. It rained so much last night. It was no, it wasn't awful. It was good. It was fun.
I saw the video.
Yeah, you know damn well that he did have a lot of rain. Caroline likes electric light control. She's saying hello, isn't she?
I can't answer any comments because I've only got one screen. I normally have 3 screens, but I've only got one.
Yeah.
We'll tell you if there's anything important.
Right, let's have a look who's in the house.
I'll tell you that horrible name. Holy cow.
What?
Holy cow. Right, we have Tony, we have Captain Kirk, we have Dave Callum, Harvey Patrick, Wayne and Newman, Caroline. Caroline's in the house. Sweet Caroline. What the hell was that? So, you know, I've been over this. My daughter's been doing this Race for Life today, and 3 times they played Sweet Caroline. I thought, there's got a great big crowd here. They're all going to be doing it. Do you know what? The miserable sods, there was about 3 people go, I thought, God,
Sweet Caroline.
They're not as good as us, yeah?
They're rubbish, absolutely rubbish. I'll tell you, mate. We can make
not.
No, do it. Right. Hackers is in the house. And anyone else in the house? Oh,
David Lorenzo.
and
Dave Cullen. I saw Dave Cullen was there.
Yeah.
Captain Kirk. I've done Captain Kirk.
Excellent.
Yep.
More typing all his text in here, so I have to read real quick.
I'll give a little shout out. I want to just give a shout out to Robin.
A shout out to Robin.
Yeah, because he helped me out with the Final Cut Pro meltdown that I was having
Well done.
there ago. So thanks, Robin.
Old Fastly Jones, he's in the house.
Oh,
Flying Fin Media, he's in the house.
Good.
Lauren, are you feeling better?
oh yeah.
Lauren, hope you're feeling well.
Yeah.
How's your?
Simon,
Yeah, that's good.
And Britain from Above. That's Britain from Above.
That's a new one.
No, I've forgotten his name. I know it. Oh, he's going to kill me.
Unless he comes to Spain, he can't. Unless he lives in Spain, he can't.
I just watched some of his videos yesterday. I can't think what it is now. Tell me your name.
Yeah.
Brother, I've forgotten.
Recovery drone. That's
That's
Gary.
Ray.
yep.
Jason.
And you got
It's Jason.
anyone else? Was it Jason? Has he got it?
I think it's Jason.
Jason.
I think it's
Come on,
Jason.
Jackie.
I think
Yes, it's Jason. Thank you.
Cats in the house. David Lorenzo's in the house. Anyone else? Anyone else? Mark's, we know Mark. Oh, Chuck's there. Hey, Chuck. There he is. Quick
Chuck.
stop to say hello. Lots to do
Yeah.
from Chicago, Vince. Best you all find positively. Doing sign. Jim's
Positivity.
in the house. Hi, Jim. And Paul's in the house.
Making big.
Anyone else I missed? Oh, Jim. Jim. Phil's there. Hi, Phil. How you doing?
Eating lunch.
Eat lunch on a blown.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your first food mention.
I won't tell you about the kebab that I just had.
Right. So anyway, if I have missed you, welcome anyway, because we've got 38 people watching. So that could mean, hang on, I'll find me the link.
38 thumbs up.
It could be.
Right.
Only 6, so thumbs
Yeah.
up. please.
Right. I know someone's just gone. What did I say? I should have said I'm not mentioning no more numbers. It's like 10 green bolts.
We're down to 3 now.
It's got to do 2. We'll go home in a minute. No, we won't really. We're not. We'll stay to the end. Right. Oh, hang on.
Jack Rabbit.
Jack Rabbit's in the house.
Jack Rabbit.
Now. So
Jack.
2 Mark plus Jack. 3. Anyway, right. So it's time for our guest. What we'll do is find a special guest video, which I've actually put in the wrong place, but I still know where it is. Here we go.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
Yay!
Yay!
Talking a very, very, very nice T-shirt there, Michael. I must admit, I don't know where you got that from.
Michael, well done.
Perhaps me and Terry and Michael know. Anyway, welcome from, well, you're in Texas.
Texas.
Not Kansas, Texas. And
No, not Kansas. Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas.
and Michael was telling me earlier on, Michael, you can tell a quick story of what your weather's been like recently.
Oh, yeah. Memorial Day weekend, that Sunday night before, we had major tennis ball to baseball size hail here.
Ooh.
And I just got my estimate on my house about 2 hours ago, 45 grand.
No.
Wow.
What damage?
Can
Fencing.
can you imagine baseball size ice cubes falling out of the sky and smash?
That's gonna.
Yeah.
In addition
Well,
to that, I had my
thank
daughters
you,
were in
Paul.
town. In addition to that, my daughters were in town. We had 4 cars here. Everyone was damaged.
Oh.
I'm not
Wow.
surprised. Really. I mean,
At least
I
one
think
is
those cars it certainly damage your head if it hit you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Wow.
Give
Oh,
you a
that's
headache
not
at least.
I can
You
only
changed your shirt, Jackie.
I have, yes, got my Jack Rabbit one on.
Just
Sorry.
got Jack.
just out of curiosity, Michael. I mean, how long did that storm actually go on for, though?
How long? I'm sorry, how long?
How long did it actually them baseball sized things fall out of the sky?
About 10 minutes.
Did you get your drone up?
Long time.
You drove up the sky.
I would. No, afterwards.
I was going to say, you bloody drone up beforehand.
It passes over usually just a few minutes, just 10 to 15 minutes. So.
Wow, that is
Scary.
pretty frightening. I must admit.
Yeah, that's not good. All that damage.
I've lived in this area all my life. I've never seen it. I've seen it golf ball size before, but never much larger than that. And
Wow.
I mean, going to the rain, do you take the umbrella out with you, wouldn't you? As long as the
I
umbrella.
break the umbrella. Like I've got a canopy over a gazebo. It punched about 8 or 10 holes in that.
Yeah,
Oh,
You had a canopy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
now it's a cheese grater.
Wow.
Oh. Your insurance will cover it, will it?
The insurance is covering. I got to pay 10% basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a matter of time. It takes time. I mean, the neighbor
Yeah.
said people are telling him on the cars. They're taking now. People filing it. It'll be September before they can get them repaired.
I suppose there's going to just be lots of claims, isn't there?
Oh yeah, they're right.
Caroline, you should have a cyber truck. He would laugh at such hell. Put money on it.
Oh,
Wow.
I see a lot of when I go down toward Austin. I see a lot of cyber trucks. I've seen numerous.
yeah.
Dave Cullen says, if that's your ice cube, how big are the drinks? That's what I was laughing at, but realistically, but it's not even funny, really. Is it? But
No.
I mean, I just can't. Yeah, I'll be having a subject of conversation tomorrow. Wow. Anyway, well, welcome again. Since we spoke in Florida back in April, and we had a very good time, didn't we, Marcus? We had a wonderful time. It often comes up in conversation, so it certainly is sort of great to speak to you again. So, how long have you been flying drones, then, Michael?
I've been flying since actually December of 2013.
Wow, I guess that's longer
Yeah.
than all of us, isn't it? It's not a good
What it is, I
Yeah.
started with the Phantom 1 was out, but I ended up buying a Chroma QX350. It was made by Blade. Actually, it was made by Unique, but they sold it under a Blade name.
Oh, okay.
In fact, even the receiver was totally comparable to the Unique. I mean, you can use either one.
And was that just like I mean,
And it was equivalent. It's equivalent of a Phantom 1.
did it have GPS on it, or
It had GPS. It took about 6 or 7 minutes to get GPS. That's why last year people were complaining back when the Mavic 3 was taking 8 or 10 minutes. And then 6 or 8 minutes, that's not a big deal. I've done that. That's what you
Kev had a Phantom, didn't you?
Again, there was
Oh,
no
did.
camera. We had an area
Phantom 3.
Phantom 3. Oh, okay.
yeah, because it wasn't even wasn't a gimbal. It was just like a camera holder or something.
It was a
What did a GoPro, didn't it? Held a GoPro.
There's a one-axis gimbal.
Right.
There was no gimbal on the first one. The second version that came out had a gimbal on it.
And then they've done something
You
decent.
set the camera and then you flew it, hoping you'd get the picture.
Yes.
I still have it too, believe it or not. One of these days I'm gonna get it out and see the batteries are still charged.
So was it a similar size to the Phantom? So like the Phantom 3, for
Like a
example?
Phantom 1, right?
Yeah, they're all the same. Something I loved about that drone in most respects, but it was just impractical for me. You know, flying in the UK, not a problem. Trying to take it anywhere else.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not exactly compact, is it?
No.
I now have Phantom.
too
have a
big.
Phantom 4 I bought several years ago. I still fly that. And that's remote ID compatible now. They made it after being out 5 years. They still made it compatible.
Because I take it DJI don't they don't sort of give out the updates for the Phantom range, do they at all, or do they?
They don't, but they did surprise us with an update for the remote ID about 8 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Was that just
Even though it's discontinued, it's a very popular drone for mapping and the photo mosaics.
because what size sensor that was? Because was it?
It's
do
a
you remember?
one. It's full. It's a full one. Yes, 1 inch.
And
4K.
It was 4K, is it?
It is 4K. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It
It was ahead of its time back then, and
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah, indeed.
it's still a very popular drone for
Yeah, the only
surveyors and
downside is
people do mapping.
Yeah, the only downside is props in the shot. Really.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. And if you're doing mapping, though, you don't have the props. You
Right.
nadir, you're not just straight down. You're not doing it.
And Mike, you remember back in the day, the way you'd get around that would be to fly backward.
Right.
Really?
In fact,
Okay.
You haven't got that.
Yeah.
and back in then, there was there were no height restrictions whatsoever. You could fly anywhere, any height you wanted to legally.
It's a lot of for still a mapping workhorse, yeah. I mean, so that's probably why they updated it, really, isn't it? Because obviously people are still using it. I mean,
Right.
how many people flying Phantom 3 now? I mean, yeah.
But there were YouTubes on the people flying 10,000 feet with the Phantom.
Legally,
Wow.
legally when it's allowed,
But there
yeah.
was no regulations.
Hey,
There was
Mike.
no height restriction from DJI.
When it comes to that mechanical shutter for mapping, hasn't the technology changed now to where a mechanical shutter isn't as necessary as it used to be?
No, mechanical shutter is still very
Really?
needed. In fact, that's the reason why they added it on the Mavic 3 Enterprise. They don't have it on the Mavic 3, any of the consumer or
Right.
prosumer.
Explain
For the Enterprise, they all have mechanical shutters.
Explain to everybody why that's important when you're mapping.
It has to do with the shutter. I can't explain it exactly. It's the speed of the shutter.
Yeah, well, so the thing is, if you've got a rolling shutter, electronic shutter, you're mapping, you're taking a picture, right? So you
Right.
it needs to be exact, and then the next picture and the next picture.
Right.
A rolling shutter, you can get blurring on the edges, and that's why mechanical shutter is
Right.
so important.
Oh, so you get like a perfect join, yeah?
Right.
Right. And when mapping, you do overlap. You do like a 75, 80, 90% overlap.
Right.
So that's all very necessary, especially if you have a lot of trees or topography.
Yeah, I would say he's still got he's still got it. I've actually see it on the show.
Yeah, I've got 8 batteries for mine right now. So
Wow.
Can you still get batteries for it, Mike?
You can.
Yeah.
Or, you can't get them through DJI, but you can get them through
Third
others.
party ones, yeah.
They're still out there.
Well, I must admit, that was a frightening thing because I only had one battery for my Phantom 3, and someone said, "Oh, you can buy sort of like a third party batteries." And everyone was saying, when you read about using third party batteries, you go, no, I won't do this. I had that battery, and there was never a problem with it ever. So, but
I would never trust. I don't trust third party batteries. In fact, I bought 2 more from DJI about a year and a half ago.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I paid about half the price for it. I kept thinking, I'm a bit concerned about this battery, obviously, because everything falls out of the sky and you say, well, what battery was you using? Not one of ours. Okay, goodbye.
Well, my look at that is, on any of the DJI drones, I mean, they're tested with the DJI batteries, and why risk the price of a drone trying to save money on a battery?
Yeah,
it's a weak point, you know?
Yeah, I think at the time I just kept thinking I didn't really want to buy a second battery, but the problem was, obviously, you go out flying, you do something, you think, oh, if I only had another battery, I could do this. So I sort of bought it as I don't think it got used that much, in all fairness. It did work, and I did fly it 4 or 5 times with it, but, you know.
I'll tell you what always cracks me up about any of the Phantoms, Phantom 3 or Phantom 4, the amount of wind that those things move. Yeah. After you've been flying like a Mavic or even the minis and stuff, you hardly notice it. You put a Phantom up in the air, and holy cow, it's moving some air.
Another item on the Phantom 4 V2. It's the first one that came out with OcuSync. It has OcuSync 2.
Oh, was that the Phantom 4?
That's right. The Pro, though, right? Just the Pro.
The Pro, just the Pro.
Yeah, right.
The 4 Pro. It had the light speed.
Yeah, what'd they call it before that? Light bridge, wasn't it?
Light bridge, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So that's what still OcuSync. It's good. It'll go about 4 miles if you needed to. No, 6 miles rated, I think. But I don't fly that far, so
yeah.
Like the only aftermarket battery I used, the Makita one, to power tool. One of them was in smoke.
I even bought batteries through Home Depot for the DJI Phantom, believe it or not, online.
Wow.
They would sell them.
Yeah, light bridges. Yeah. Right. Anyway, well, we've got some videos. We sort of chose some batteries. Batteries. Hang on. Hello, Earth calling Steve. Right. And right. Okay. Here's the first one.
This particular drone show was done last year by Sky Elements. They're located. Their home base is North Richland Hills, Texas, which is where my office was, 2 miles from here, for 15 years. And I was actually in an office park across the street from where this is flown.
Oh, wow.
And they actually did another flight. This is a world's record for 1,000 flights, 1,000 drones, but they did one at 1,499 drones last Christmas.
Wow.
Same location.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they had flights all over they had like 40 flights over the month of December, all over the country.
I'm just wondering, because obviously there was a drone show down in Portsmouth for D-Day memories, and pretty amazing sort of shows. I mean, I've never ceased to amaze me, these drone shows, ever. It doesn't matter how many I see. I'm not sure what company were behind doing that particular one, how many drones they used, but I mean, Steve Sutton's in the chat, but
yeah, they're impressive, aren't they?
I'm sure he. I mean, they had a paper plane. Okay, there was a paper plane, but it started moving this paper plane and gradually morphed into a Spitfire, and it was
Wow.
just, the props going around, and I think, wow, this is, they just never cease to amaze you, because every time you think, oh yeah, drone show, yeah, I've seen that before.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
They've done 5 shows in the last 2.5 years here in North Richland Hills, and I volunteered on the first one behind the scenes, helping them do some videos.
I would dearly love to.
It was fun to be back there to watch it, and they were
See all those drones go up would be amazing,
Right.
wouldn't it?
I said to Steve, if you ever come over to the UK, please, just
Yeah.
500.
Exactly.
Same if it comes to Spain.
I would just
Use me.
Yeah.
I will tell you what, you got 500 drones. Can I make it 501?
One.
Right.
Right in the middle. A little bit, yeah. Oh no, you just brought about 5 drones down, but it doesn't matter, does it? It's only a show.
Hey, Johnny.
Show another.
Now I'll have to change my T-shirt again.
I was just about to say.
Well, TJ, I'd say you did.
Hey,
Hey, Johnny, do you speak Pig Latin? That was
Pig
just
Latin.
that was just an inside joke for Johnny.
Pig Latin.
I'm sure.
On a
Yeah.
similar subject, Jackie, I need to get you a T-shirt when you show up at the Vegas meetup. I hear you're coming.
Vegas? No, I'm not coming, but I'd love
I
to.
hear Bob's working on you. Put it that way.
Yeah, good old Bob. I'd love to go, but probably not.
Johnny says he's in the pool listening. You have to watch later.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but he's got a glass of champagne in one hand.
Yeah.
And he's still trying that little drone thing. What do you call it? Yeah,
He's got the little drones, isn't he?
There's the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
love them. Absolutely love it.
Oh, loud, yeah. So yours looks green, Marcus.
It
Mine
is.
looks-
It is.
Yes.
Green.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
mine's like sort of like let's colour. It's not really green, really, but you can't see that.
Yeah, mine's. You say mine's green as well.
Yeah, mine is
Oh,
green. If
Mine's invisible.
well, this
Yeah,
one,
we got one.
this one's
Have
invisible.
you got one, Mike?
I do not. I need to check into that.
Yeah.
Mine's
Hey,
invisible.
have you got one?
No, I haven't. No.
Right, I know what the problem is. You just don't get the freebies if you're on the bottom row, do you? It's obvious.
Right, that's it. Yeah.
It was a freebie.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't do too bad for freebies, Missy.
Oh, I did. I got
Hey,
lots of-
At least you can do this, Jackie.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm in the right spot.
that's right.
Ooh.
yeah.
I'll pick it up on my shelf with the others.
I'll putting aside.
I realise
Excuse me a minute.
that is the Skydio replacement. That drone.
Yeah. Well, I flew the Skydio yesterday. The Skydio rocks. But when we saw Johnny with his in Texas, I immediately messaged my Potensic friends and I said, "Hey, how about you get one of those?" And they did.
Oh, cool.
I'll have to try that. So I'm Marcus's
Yeah.
sidekick.
I'll do the same here.
Good on you, Mike. Right, Potensic. If you're listening, we want the A21. A21.
Yeah, and the bottom row here needs some, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. But hey, that Skydio, that thing is still, it's like a 5-year-old drone. It is flipping amazing. I used it to track that scooter that I got, that electric scooter.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And man,
Talking of drone pictures, Michael, as you can see that Marcus has probably got sort of like just a few drones there.
I know.
We don't know how many.
He doesn't know how many.
No, he doesn't know how many. Either.
He doesn't.
But
No.
so you obviously spoke about you still got your Phantom 1. So I know you've got an Air 3 because I've seen that. You got the Avata 2? You got the Avata 2?
I've got the Avata 2. I do.
Oh, nice. What about the Avata, the original? Have you got that?
I've got the original. It's for sale.
Oh,
It's for sale, yeah.
the original.
Look, I've got a huge problem. I'm going to have to go bits and pieces and doing.
all
So,
right.
Okay.
I'll speak to you later.
All right.
Okay, so,
Okay, hope everything's all right.
Yeah.
okay.
Right. Don't sorry. Speak low, man.
I've got 5 batteries from Avata 2 from Avata. I like 5 batteries. I got 3 for the Avata 2.
Hey, Mike,
2 more.
can I tease you a little bit?
Go ahead.
Just a little bit. So
Sure.
what I can't remember. I think it was Drone Nation. You were on there. We were all talking about the Avata 2. Mike says, I've got the
I know what you're going
Avata
to say. Go
1.
ahead.
I don't need one. How long did it take you before you ordered one?
Actually, it was there when I got back in town.
But the thing is,
I went up to the Sun and Fly show, and I didn't go Wednesday night. The Avata 2 was there on Thursday. Friday morning. I picked it up the same day. They released it on a Thursday.
And you got it on
8 o'clock in the morning, our time. I had it at 10 o'clock in my car.
Oh my
Best
God.
Buy.
Hey, so seriously, Mike, you've flown them both.
That's what I was going to say. Which one do you like best?
I prefer the Avata 2.
Because
I like the
it's
Avata 2.
quieter?
It's much quieter. I think it's quicker. It's quicker on the turns, I believe. I really do. Quick response. It's just overall, I just like the machine better.
Better camera, of course, but
camera.
like you said, and listen, I am not the expert at all, particularly when it comes to those FPV drones. So don't listen to me. But it seems to me that it is it's easier to be more accurate with it, and it seems to be just a little more athletic. Like you said, it turns faster. Yeah, and
I use a motion controller. I've got motion control 3. Now I did order, and I got it in last week. I haven't opened the box, the RC3. So I'm going to check it out. If I don't like it, I'll send it back. I got another 3 weeks to use.
Hey, Johnny's in the chat, right? Did you hear Mike about Johnny and his Avata 2? Yeah, he was using the controller 3 in manual mode, and guess what?
What happened?
Yeah, smashed it. Yeah, into a tree. No big deal. He broke a prop. He just had to put a new prop on it.
Well, he just had that a few days.
I know.
If you're not crushing it, you're not flying.
Johnny, height is your friend. Remember that. Height is your friend.
Let me tell you, Mike, you know me, I gave him a hard time.
I bet you did.
But I mean, but this is the thing, though. I mean, realistically, wouldn't you better off to sort of, rather than just think, load this, I'm going to put this in manual mode. What's wrong with using a simulator to get used to it? I know they're not exactly the same, but it's going to give you a better idea, isn't it?
Well, Johnny's graduated past the simulator, and I
was watching one of his videos today. I don't know where he was around his backyard or whatever, but he was flying along and doing flips and all sorts.
He can do flips.
It's
and all
good
that.
now.
Yeah.
Johnny does great with the Avata. I know that.
But then I suppose the fact remains that it's an FPV drone. They're faster. They've certainly got better strengths than a camera drone. But
put Johnny's
Motion 3 is for whips. Lol. Yeah, he can say that now. He's learned. He wasn't saying that before, though, was he?
Come to the dark side.
Johnny can take it, but he can dish it out too.
Good on you, Johnny. Good on you, mate.
I love my motion control.
Johnny Acro.
And Dave Callan says that Jackie's doing a joke this week.
No, I'm not.
But
I can't tell a joke. I never remember the punchline. I'm rubbish.
Michael, you're only going to tell jokes. We might be. I don't know. Yeah. Caroline, can you come and tell us a joke tonight? I'm sure you got one lined up somewhere in your.
In the audience.
Sweet Caroline, tell us a joke.
Well, that sounded like a rehearsal.
I'll send you the link.
You're building yourself a dead cat 5. Dead cat.
5-inch.
Like a dead cat with props on it.
What's Johnny saying? Johnny is saying that he knows somebody that lost their Avada too. I'm not sure who that is.
I wouldn't know either.
Yeah.
Maybe he lost it to a tree. Maybe that's what he meant.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe put a compilation together of R2 crashes.
Right, I'll send you the link, Caroline. Join us and do a joke for us if you can.
Yeah, Caroline's going to come through.
Please, Caroline.
A joke.
We need a joke.
Please.
Hey, Marcus, I got a confession.
Yeah.
You told me about the Avada too. You know, I did the same thing with Air 3. I wasn't going to buy it.
And then you did.
Oh, that's
And I
Yeah.
bought it. I ordered it. And I was on the way to Minefield last year,
yeah.
October 20th. I thought I'm gonna order that. I'm gonna have it delivered at the Little Rock Best Buy, hour and a half away.
Oh, there
It
you
was
go.
there.
Well, I
Ready
must
boy, I picked it up.
well, that was the other thing, Michael. Was obviously he was flying the Air 3 in Florida. I think Lauren was flying an Air 3 as well, wasn't he?
No, he had his. Was it his Air 3 or did he have his
It was a mini Mavic 3.
Mavic 3? I think.
Mavic 3.
Has
Well,
an Air
anyway,
3.
I mean, someone at work who's got into drones in the last year or so. Don't know where he got the idea from. And yeah, he had an Air 2, I think. He had an Air 2, and he sold it. Then about a week later, regretted it. I thought, well, okay, that's why you should stop and think about it first, then do it.
Or not.
He said, I'm thinking about buying an Air 3. What do you know about them? I said, well, I don't know a great deal about them. I said, but I know, I know someone who's flying one in Florida. I said, pretty awesome drone. And he said, right, so he's put an order in for it and bought it. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know anyone who's bought an Air 3 or an Air of any sort that doesn't love them. Everyone loves the Air drones, don't they?
Wow.
Yeah, well,
I got a little confession to make of my own, and you know what? I owe it all to Mike. So
Yeah.
when the Mavic 3 came out,
Yeah.
we were sitting in the lobby of the hotel in Austin, Texas, and Ron was there, Mike was there. Who else was with us, Mike? Ron was there for sure.
Ron was there.
Anyway,
Maybe just 4 of us. Yeah.
we were just watching for when they were going to introduce the Mavic 3. Mike wasted no time. He hit the button, and I was fretting. I was just sitting there fretting, going, "Oh man, do I want to spend $2,200 or whatever?"
Yeah, you do.
And Mike just hit it, and then I thought, "Yeah, well, that's exactly what I thought." I thought, you're going to buy it anyway someday.
You do it. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Right now, so I did. Yeah.
Lauren says the
That's why I
Air
look
4
at it as new
is even
drone.
better.
When they come out with new, you're going to buy it anyway. So why wait 6 months?
That's kind of that's where I've kind of just said, I'm going to get it, so I might as well.
I am considering selling my Mavic 3. Haven't decided yet.
Does anyone know about the Air 4 then?
Yeah. Did you see Lauren's comment?
Yeah, he just said it was even better. But
Yeah, the Pro, right?
so it seems to me not. So you've got obviously the Air 3 and obviously the Mavic 3. So one assumes there's going to be a Mavic 4. If there's going to be an Air 4, there must be a Mavic 4. I'm guessing somewhere along the line. But how do they compare? I mean, the Mavic has the edge on the Air always, isn't it?
The Air is the best flying camera drone that I've ever flown.
Right. I agree.
Stop.
I agree.
Full stop.
Right.
The Mavic 3 Pro is close, but the Air 3 is better. I'm not I'm not talking about the camera. I'm just talking about how the drone flies and how.
I just assumed from sort of previous comments that the Mavic 3 was like the bee's knees, as it were. I'd say it's not.
Oh, it is.
But it's not as good as the Air 3.
The Air 3 is better. Yeah. So your max ascent and descent speed on the Mavic 3, and Lauren, correct me on this if I'm wrong. I believe it's 7 meters per second. The max ascent and descent speed on the Air 3 is 10 meters per second. And that doesn't sound like all that much, but let me tell you what, you punch that stick up and it's a rocket ship.
It's 30% faster. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder then, doesn't it, really? I mean, so obviously you've got the mini drones, but they're in a category of their own because they're mini drones. They're all sub 250 drones. But why on earth do they just not make a drone which is like, well, a combination of an Air 3 and a Mavic 3?
Yeah.
Just make one thing. Well, we know it's a money thing, but they're only going to sell one or the other, aren't they? But the air range is normally cheaper than the Mavic range. Is that right?
The camera isn't nearly what the camera is on the Mavic 3 Pro. Not even close. I mean, it's good, but it's not what is the Mavic 3 Pro has a micro four thirds sensor on it, and just, I mean, it's just amazing. The video, the video off the Air 3 is awesome. It's great. And Mike, what do you think? I think it's every bit as good as the Air 2. I thought the Air 2 was awesome.
Again, I think I never bought the Mavic 3 Pro. I have the original Mavic Pro.
But it's the same. The main camera's the same.
The main camera just has additional cameras on the
third
camera.
So Lawrence says he's
I fly the Air 3 more than
8 miles a second for the Mavic. I think he made meters.
Yeah.
That'd be meters.
8 miles a second.
Being out of space.
That'd be
Fast and tell for a camera drone, it would be there. But that's it. But yeah, it's just. But anyway, well, we'll show another video, and what we'll do, we'll bring Caroline in. Let's do another video. Find it, those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus, you pointed out that Logan's Run, made in '73,
Yeah.
That largest pool, the last one, was supposedly the power generation plant.
Mike, when I come to visit, we got to go there because that's
Definitely,
on my
yeah.
bucket list.
That was designed by Philip Johnson, famous American architect, and in about 1971, I guess it was. It's right beside the convention center in downtown Fort Worth.
Oh, we know who's a famous American architect.
I know about that. I've been
Caroline!
Caroline.
Outstanding.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're on camera 1 or camera 2?
Not ready for the joke yet. It's not quite time.
No.
Okay.
She's preparing.
She's
But I noticed Carolyn was the first one to mention Logan's Run. She spotted it right off.
Exactly. In
That?
fact,
What is that? It's the dead cat. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I'll say this, big cat. Do you have to go around sort of getting roadkill or something? Or?
No, his cat died and
He made his
tried
own
to
out of
turn
his
it into
cat.
a
Taxidermy
drone.
taxi or whatever you call on it. Taxidermy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I could never do that, you know.
No, that's not right. A beloved pet
Well,
cat. Do that to it.
That's a dead cat.
Yours looks
Because
better.
of the way the arms
The arms
are.
are wider.
I was going to say that bad, right? Is that the collar?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Oh dear.
I'm not doing the joke.
Yeah, I'm with Dave.
I asked Steve what was Stephen Sutton's in the chat because obviously we talked about a drone show earlier in Portsmouth, and it was the a company called Sky Magic, and I was trying to remember him telling you that was the one who did the one for the Queen, or actually for a
Oh, what, the Buckingham Palace display?
the celebration. And then
Yeah.
when I think when she passed. So yeah, but right.
I think you meant the Jubilee one.
I think it was the Jubilee. It was the Jubilee one as well. It's one I sort of like re-edited and got told off. Oh, you put that music on there because I can't nick someone else's copyright material. That's why.
Hello, Andrew.
Is that Andrew? Andrew.
Andrew.
hey, Andrew.
Andrew. That's
Andrew.
Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
Andrew.
I don't know who Andrew is, but I've got a son, Andrew. Not him. Could be.
Hey, has Dempsey been in here the whole time, or did I just see him?
Who's that?
Bob was in the very beginning.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Bob. I just saw you. Dang.
Yeah, Bob's been there.
You know he's missing tonight, don't you?
Who?
The monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Barkley.
Kiko, what was doing.
Yeah, Barkley is probably chasing Jenna around.
Here's my version of Kiko.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I haven't shown it to Barkley yet.
He'll be jealous.
I'm going to put it on top of my bottom and fly it.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to.
So, Mike, I told you that story about when Barkley came here to Idaho, right?
Right.
Yeah. Sarah opens the front door. I'm upstairs. Sarah opens the front door, and I hear her yelling, "Marcus, there's a drone at the front door." I said, "Oh, that's
She guessed it was for you. Brilliant.
Said he watched the video so with a drone going 300 miles an hour.
Was that the South African one?
I think it was attached to that space rocket.
I've seen that one.
300 miles an hour.
That's pretty fast.
Powered it. I take it wasn't a DJI drone.
No, it was
Actually,
FPV, of course.
Yeah, built by the same people that make the Formula One race cars.
No,
Well, they helped.
no,
It's not that drone.
no.
Different one.
No.
So what was it though? Was it
The
just
father and son in South Africa have built it.
how big was this drone? Is it
South
big?
Africa.
Or, oh, so it's not really big then.
Green thing, isn't it? I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You see it going 300 miles an hour, it's like a blow.
It's super lightweight as well.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I sent the link to Jackie earlier on. Well,
Yeah, he sent it to you as well.
I don't know what the link to that drone.
Yeah, the South African green thingy.
I've been otherwise occupied today all day. There's more video footage to put together now for cancer research. Great. We don't mind. Right, okay. Video. Oh,
Another
yeah.
video?
Another video. And then it's time for Caroline's Jog of the Week.
Yeah, that's
19 days ago, says Jason.
A church called Daystream Television Ministries, and they do that every year. And they do have a fact down on the ground. They got a little sign, several signs that say no drone flying.
All right.
Well, that's from the grounds. You know, the way I look at it, it's not from the Walmart.
Yeah, you can't fly a drone off the ground, but it was already up in the air.
That's the way I look at it.
I like your way of thinking. That's
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, well, Caroline stepped in for Terry. Terry standing. Yeah.
Let's do it, Caroline.
So but we've still got to do this.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
Yay!
Well, yay! Well, a guy gets an infection in his butthole. So he goes to the doctor, and the doctor recommends a gel to apply every day. The guy goes home, but he can't reach deep in. He can't get to it. So he goes back to the doctor, and he asks the doctor if he can do the gel for him. The doctor agrees and does the favour. And that goes on for 2 days, fine. On the third day, he goes to the doctor. The doctor's out of town. So the guy asks the nurse to help out. So she agrees, and she starts applying the gel. Suddenly she gets confused and says, "Are you doing it right?" She goes, "Yeah, I believe so. This is the way with my finger." And she goes, "Why?" And he goes, "When the doctor did it, both hands were on my shoulders."
Terry's joke of the week.
Oh dear.
We get some smileys.
Very good, Carol.
Great delivery, Carolyn.
Love you,
Anyway.
Carolyn.
Oh dear. Yeah, very, very jealous, you know. It's the way he tells them. Okay.
Don't know if Terry would be happy having his name put to that one.
Terry's got lots of jokes. He just didn't tell them. Caroline doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No. Indeed. Right. What am I?
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Amazing. I bet you
No,
like
it's-
that. For the art.
I want to talk up and tell you, he was looking at that. Then he jumped on me that one. What?
The Cowboy Stadium is in actually it's in G Airspace, but I know I was on Aeroscope. They didn't approach me, but it's legal where I was at. Now, if you notice the building just to the top of it, to the north of there, actually it's to the east, that was Globe Life Field, the Ranger Stadium. It's actually in a 400-foot blank space.
Oh, right.
I mean, it's between the two stadiums. So, but they know you're there, but legally they can't stop you. But they didn't approach me. Now I've been down to Houston, and when I flew with Brian Mackey, we're right near the stadium down there, and they come and ask you, we don't want you to fly over the stadium. Again, it's G airspace, and they typically don't fly over the stadium when they as requested, you know. But anyway, I had no problem at all. I went there early Sunday morning, no traffic, no approach. Flying from a fast food restaurant across the street.
So I've got to, because who else is going to sort of video it otherwise, you know? I've got to do it. Yeah, it just makes for interesting videos as well, doesn't it? I mean, the architecture of these places.
Massive stadium.
Thank you.
Does
Thank
that roof come off then? What else? Does it move the roof? Is it or
Yeah, it slides open, clamshell.
It slides open. You just
like a? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking how many. Yeah, I'm trying to work out how it opened, but yeah, but most of the roofs do, don't they? I mean, most stadiums have.
when they built the Texas Stadium, that was a stadium in Irving back in '72. It was known as did not have a retractable roof because they always said that's the reason why they left it open, and they were brand new back then. Not many roofs were retractable.
Right.
They left it open. They always said that was so God could watch his favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. Look it up.
Hey, Jackie, isn't Craig a Cowboys fan?
He is. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He stays up to watch that when they reach the finals.
I was going to say that. So what's the time difference in? So what time have you got now, Michael? What time you're on? Your time zone? I get very confused.
We're at right now. Time is about 3:00.
He's in Central Time, Steve. So
Central Time.
he's an
10
hour
p.m.
ahead of me.
So you got two coming up to 2 o'clock now, Michael. Marcus, yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming up on 2. Mike's coming up on 3.
10 p.m. here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how many time zones are in the States? There's 4.
Well, if you count Hawaii.
Don't count Hawaii.
Yeah, if you count Hawaii, yeah, I guess it'd be 5, right? Or I don't
5 or 6. I'm
Well,
not sure.
because
what
it's 1 p.m.
Hawaii
in
is.
Vegas.
Well, 1 p.m. but Vegas. It's getting earlier. I like the times. What was it? Someone said, so you can take pics of the stadium. Right. Okay. Right. We've got time for one more video because we have. Yeah, we would. One of my dogs are doing that and then tangle all the blanket now. We'll go to sleep. Right. Okay. Here we go. This one.
Skyline, hey?
That's at the Trinity River bottom, just to the south of downtown, just across from downtown Dallas.
Very nice.
We have a lot of our meetups there, the local meetups. Once a month.
It's just nice to see all these videos about drones, and a lot of people actually you can see them in films and whatever, but people without drones, you wouldn't see all these places, would you?
Well, we're under the gun in the United States. You may not see these places for long. If they shut down, Chinese drones and parts in drones that come from China,
but won't they just
the end of it for us?
Somebody just make them in another country and
Yeah,
that's what they're working on.
Won't you? Maybe.
Yeah.
But the problem you've got there is most of the technology and all the technology goes into drones. Doesn't matter where they're made, but most of the components and whatever come from China.
China, of course. Even my Skydio 2 back here, which is assembled in America, everything, it's got Chinese parts in it. So,
Yep. So what about? Is it just aimed at drones in, Marcus?
There's two different bills, Steve. There's one that's aimed specifically at DJI. The what is it, Mike? The PE Act that
Yeah, it doesn't mention DJI by name.
they call out DJI by name, and then the other one
I didn't think
is
it
just all this House bill. I can't remember what they call it. Oh, they call it the Drones for First Responders Act.
Got it.
Which is a real misnomer. But that one is all not just Chinese drones, but Chinese components as well. And I wrote my 2 senators and wrote my representative. I heard back from one of the senators. He was non-committal, right, as you would be. So
I haven't heard back. I've written as well, but
yeah,
like there's Chinese
Chinese
compartments
parts that would make
with
patio.
phones.
So what about mobile phones then?
Exactly.
That's not in any of those bills. It's drones.
They're just targeting drones. It's nothing to do with China, then,
That's
is
what
it?
I think.
We were saying
They'd never be able to ban phones, would they?
No,
They're just
they're just targeting drones. It's nothing against China at all, is it? It's just an excuse.
Control.
It's a political ploy.
It's control. It's not about espionage.
Yeah,
I think they want our hobby drones out of the freaking airspace. That's what I think.
I did.
But surely that's not going to apply. Just, I mean, if they're well, as you say, specifically naming DJI, well, DJI make a lot of drones. Obviously, not everyone are using as hobbyists, are they? I mean, they're commercial drones, but what are they going to use it?
You know what I'm going to do, Steve? I've got some good friends up in Canada. They're not too far from me. I'm going to go up there to buy my DJI drones.
Well, Marcus, the new news about DJI this week will be no longer be sending your flight history. You no longer keep it. You can keep it manually. It will not be automatically. It will not leave the United States.
So your flight records that you can look at them on your drone.
Yeah.
In the United States, there is it Monday? I think
as of the 12th, I thought it was.
The 12th.
That would then solve their argument on that, wouldn't it? So you don't need to ban the drones, do you?
It bums me out. I like looking back at my flight records, and
you can opt out of it anyway.
No, you can Marcus. They recommend you download them locally.
Yeah.
So you don't have.
Surely, if you was to sign out of your DJI account, it wouldn't go anywhere, would it?
That's what they're getting at. That's exactly what they're getting at.
So don't ban the drone, just ban you having an account with them.
Well, listen, to be perfectly honest, DJI did get caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They said that they weren't mining anybody's data. It's been proven that they were. And this is back in, 2016 or 2017, something like that. But every company on earth mines your data, and all it is, when you look at those files, I'm not sure how it hurts us. It's pictures, it's the little screenshot pictures and so forth. And that was back in 2016. They swear they're not doing it anymore. Of course, they said they weren't doing it then too. So I don't know.
There you go. There's a solution already.
Yep.
And remember, your phone knows exactly where you are all the time.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they're not made in malaria, but
malaria. Yeah.
They're made in Malaysia. But here's the problem with that whole thing with Andrew. There's still tiny components in that drone, so I don't know.
Lawrence just woke up. What time do you call this?
Yeah, it's nice. Holman was in on time.
Yeah, Holman's been in golf. Right, so anyway, well,
What's time?
it's right as Bob says, right to your
senators.
Yes, peeps, all right to your senators this week. We've written to ours as well. And listen.
I haven't got one.
Someone needs to write an app easy story flight records. But very, very true. Good idea.
That'd be a good solution.
Anyway, Michael, thanks for joining us. It's been great to chat to you again. And, hopefully I've not speak to you before. Hopefully you'll be in Florida again next April. I know I will. So
definitely. I've already got my reservations, hotel,
airfare. I have as well. Yeah, it's all happening. I was talking to my son today. He may be my son and his other half may be coming with us as well. So
that's awesome. I've got both my Florida and Las Vegas reservations.
Oh yeah, anyone going to Las Vegas?
Yeah, Bob told me earlier that I was the first one to register for Vegas for the registration as well as the hotel.
So you got ticket number one.
I got number one. You're right. According to
Oh, who's on next weekend?
Oh, you'll have to tune in to watch out and
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah,
Who's on first?
No spoilers.
yeah. He's on first base. I think who's on first base?
Jackie will make a nice thumbnail.
Yeah.
Indeed. Anyway,
well,
thanks for joining.
enjoyed having you on the show.
Yeah, Michael, thanks for joining.
Cheers, Michael.
Thank you, Mike.
And thank you, guys.
And thank you, Carolyn. Thank you,
Yeah,
Carolyn.
thanks
You're
for
right.
checking
You're
in.
right.
To do the. Tony loaned Caroline a beer when she goes to Spain next time.
Don't drink beer.
Terry, hope you're okay. And good
I
to
have a
see you.
tequila.
Yeah, tequila. Tequila.
What a point.
Or sangria.
And we will see you all again next Sunday, 8 p.m. UK time.
Excellent.
See you
Good
later.
night.
Bye.